session. Got DJ up first. I'm gonna bring that DJ myself.
Man, this has been a nightmare. Still say elected officials ought to have someone in the state above that you have to answer to. You know, they say answer to the people, but
Another fine Monday. Morning.
DJ.
Morning. Well, I pulled a good one last night. Got home. I was tired. I wanted to eat a little bit and try to get a few hours sleep before I go and bail. Put some.
Were you still looking for me?
No, I was looking for DJ.
Oh, I was you were looking for me?
No.
Okay.
Put some chicken breasts on the stove. Wow. That smoke detector makes a lot of noise. My dog was howling.
Hey, wake up.
I opened the doors. Smoke was boiling out of the doors, and all the neighbors were at their doors looking at him.
Did the fire department show up? Well, it wasn't too bad.
Oh, that stink. Holy cow. Smoke detector works.
I had to go down and give birth to a state trooper, so. I can say that now that Terry's not in here. Here it comes.
Morning.
Sorry, let me refill this.
Oh, no, take your time.
Good morning. What do you have for us this morning?
Well, I got a little update from the NWLAPG since I know we've met here less than a week ago, but Director Tim Henson at our board meeting on the 6th, he has put in his notice for retirement.
Just when he gets the ball rolling good.
Yeah. So he will be leaving us on December 31st of this year. The board, we tried to offer him incentive to stay, and that's still kind of up in the air because he really wants to retire. So the board is going to be putting out applications for a new sanitarian for the NWLAPG. We're going to try to allocate funds we have this year to hire somebody, and we'll see how that goes. But I figured the board you guys need informed. Because of the possibility if we can't get anybody hired, it will be then put back on the county to hire their own sanitary and enforce
train them and
codes.
everything else.
Yeah. But we're pretty hopeful we're going to find somebody. Because with 12 counties being able to pay, and the only thing we did discuss is that and what we pay now may have to increase to fit his salary.
To attract a qualified individual.
Yes, because they have to be KDHE and all your bacterium qualified and run lab equipment. It isn't just an easy fill position.
But so far, you're just now trying to figure out a plan to get.
Yes. So we may have an extra board meeting or two to keep things going, but they are going to start advertising this month.
If he decides to stay for a while, would he just last maybe another year?
He said that if we found somebody before Christmas, that he would stay on kind of part-time to help train and get this person met in with all the counties and on board with the program we have now.
Is that a state salaried job?
No.
It's just a board salary.
Yeah, the board's, it's all based off the contributions and work on the 5-year average by the 12 counties that are involved.
What's a ballpark starting salary for that?
What we've looked into, and because Connie just called us back here yesterday, starting salary for that is $50,000.
In training requirements?
Yeah. They didn't come up with training requirements because most of the kids that are coming out of college qualified for this already have most of their training.
Yeah, you might get some applications at that.
Yeah. And we've been fortunate to keep our costs down because Tim has worked for probably half of what that average salary is.
Well, it's kind of his baby, so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we hate to see him go. He does a great job. He's passionate about what he does.
No, it's going to be a pretty tough loss,
Yeah.
and big shoes to fill. But like I said, we're hopeful, and we're not in any dire stress right now, but you need informed. But this also brought up we need a secondary person from each county to be a backup representative. I am not planning on not doing it, but if there was a case that I couldn't make a meeting, we have to have a other representative, and they've recommended that you appoint somebody from the health board. And I gave Scott a form, and I have a form here for you to think about, but I definitely need to have somebody before December. A lot of the other counties have used their health nurses.
We don't have one right now.
We don't have a county health nurse?
I wasn't aware of that.
Well,
Yeah, well,
we have a health nurse, not the administrative side of
I
it.
see.
They're looking for some, don't ask me what that actual title is.
Well,
but
it's different. County health here is different than a lot of counties. Most of the county health is associated with the county, not the hospital. Where it is.
I think our actual health nurse is part-time.
The one that comes over from Wallace County?
Yeah.
I think so. Well, we'll definitely get them contacted and see what they like.
Yeah, because we still only meet once every 3 months unless we have something major going on like
And
we
would
are
that
now.
person necessarily need to attend a meeting?
If I was unable to make it,
Oh, I see.
they would need
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
there. They're just a backup.
We'll propose it and see what happens.
I mean, I thought about using Nathan out of my department, but that doesn't really work in case, we don't need,
Well, that makes you short here.
yeah. Because it really isn't qualifications that necessary. They're just a fill-in.
Well, we have the hospital administrator coming in pretty quick, so we'll run it by him.
And to ease your mind on our sanitation code, we are right in standing with what we project to come out with the state's example, minus a few changes. Most eastern Kansas doesn't allow cesspools, where northwest Kansas does. So there's
What do they
just
do? It's got to be hooked into a live sewer
yes,
line?
and all cesspools must be filled.
No
Can't-
kidding.
Yep.
It's kind of hard in the country. How would you do that?
You have to have a bigger septic system.
Wow.
bigger tank and bigger lineage out from that. But ours is almost word for word for what we have out here, so there won't be too big of changes, and I'll be able to oversee that and just bring it back to you guys for approval. And if there's something you don't like to see in there, we can work our best to change.
All right, DJ.
That's all I got.
How's your prairie dog dilemmas coming?
We've, I have a lot more complaint, and when on the first, I'll get with these people and try to get them to help resolve the situations themselves, maybe with my help.
You're gonna start baiting October 1.
Right now, where I'm at with the setting up for aerial spraying, finishing my surveys, as the department won't get started until November, but I will definitely get paperwork started, making contact in October.
Well, another thing we're facing is with all the water and the flood that come through the northern part of the county, I think your thistle's gonna just explode up there.
Yeah, everywhere I've been out so far, the rosettes have already started.
Well, I saw a bunch the last couple of days myself.
And that's why I put my little letter in the paper to get the landowners to remember that we set up for aerial this season. I need maps and everybody doing what they want to do and hiring who they want to hire before October 14th.
Okay. Okay, got anything for DJ? Okay, thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Bruce, we appreciate your patience. Come on up and fill us in. Actually,
So I
we've got you
can
here.
bide my time. What's mine? I'm here to protest. I don't plan on doing any rioting, but I'm here to protest.
Oh, that's good.
Back in 2007, 5, somewhere along in there, we had our house appraised for a consolidation loan, and it was appraised at $79,970.
By the county appraiser.
No, this was an honest-to-God Kansas licensed appraiser. It was done for the bank. And here a month or so ago, 2 months ago, I don't remember for sure just exactly when it was, I got this piece of paper in the mail. And it says that my house has been reappraised at $127,700. That's an increase of $47,000. And I came by and I asked the young lady, I says, how did you come up with this figure? She said, well, you're selling your house for X amount of dollars. That's how come we come up with this figure. I says, I haven't sold that house yet. And usually your asking price is not what it actually sells for. That's what I would like to get, but I know I'm not going to get it. So how can they or she take that amount and adjust the house and she hasn't even looked at it?
That I can't tell you. That's a question for her.
But she won't tell me. She has never come by the house. And
One of your options is to pay under protest.
well, I'm bringing the protest to you guys because I figure this is a first place to start. And if I am here to pay taxes in December, is the county going to reimburse me what she overtaxed me for when I do sell the house?
Well, there's always that possibility. We can't make that guarantee, but we do abatements all the time. We did 2 this morning. So yeah, it's a possibility.
So, I just...
the programs and the figures that go into coming up with these, we don't know how that's done. That's the reason we have a licensed
But how is
appraiser.
she authorized to do that?
Well, that's her job. I mean, that's what she does.
She's a certified appraiser.
Yeah.
Well, her well, she had, like I said, she hasn't been in the house. She can go buy the house. I mean,
And there again, we
Well,
don't
what
know.
they do too, Bruce, is they take sales of homes.
but I haven't sold yet.
It don't matter.
They're
You
talking
can,
about-
the rates. I've got a son-in-law. His house went up a bunch because other homes equivalent to that home have been selling. So everybody's homes are going to go up because the homes are selling really high.
Because Holsworth House is listed at $300,000. Does that mean everybody else in that corner's?
No, it's supposed to be comparable.
Comparative homes, not
But it's on home sales.
sales, correct?
Yes. You know, you need to have another conversation with her, I think, because those questions need to go to her. She's the
No,
only one who can
I'm
answer
not
them.
going to have another conversation with her. I might send Susan in to have a conversation because I'm already,
There again, you're catching us kind of off balance here because we don't know the formulas. That's not that's the
Yeah.
reason we have a certified
And
appraiser.
that's why they have it. You can pay your taxes under protest and you can go to the tax appeals board. And they're the ones who can change it. We
Yeah,
can't.
we can't change anything
We
we
can't
wanted
change
to.
anything.
And we can't forgive penalties or late fees or anything else. It's just not in our power.
yeah. Well,
You can do some research on your own. Go to the state of Kansas's website and see if you can't figure out, or maybe they'll have some question and answers on there. I don't know without looking, but there are resources out there to kind of help
yeah.
answer these
Well, like I
questions.
said, I've already been to her once and she just had a shit-eating grin. She said, well, that's just the way it is.
Without any answer, justification, nothing.
No. I mean, so, like I said, I'll have Susan stop in and visit with her because I'm liable to get a little upset and a little loud. And
Well, just keep in mind, everybody's taxes went up. Mine too.
I understand taxes going up, but 47,000,
Well, I'm very far from that.
that's a hell of a jump. And I know money's tight. It's tight in my house too.
Well, and the sad thing is it's going to get worse. Like the governor of Kansas said yesterday, 2022 is going to be just nothing but ugly.
I got my opinions on her too. Gentlemen,
All
Have a
right,
good
well,
day.
I'm sorry we couldn't be more help, but we will ask some questions and see what.
yeah, and like I said, I will have Susan go visit her on this again. And she's real good at researching. I'm not a computer person. I can play solitaire.
There again, if you're not satisfied with the answers you get, you fully have the right to pay those taxes in protest,
Yeah.
and then it'll be heard by a board.
And I probably will pay them under protest.
Yeah, and we see it. We see quite a few of them, and that's the avenue.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Thank you, gentlemen. Have
Thank
a good
you.
day.
Take a break for a few minutes.